5 days before Bashinberlin, Raw rolled into Providence for a packed go-home show. Uncle Howdy made his in-ring debut. The Intercontinental Championship #1 Contenders Tournament kicked off, and we got the latest from the Judgment Day and the Terror Twins as their heated rivalry continued. Lots to get into, and we started things off with the new Judgment Day kicking off the show, celebrating their beatdown last week. JD McDonough, colleagues and Finn Balor took turns bragging about their action before Women's World Champion Liv Morgan grabbed the mic, ran down Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, and attempted to talk but drew loud boos. The LWO interrupted and exchanged words with the heels before an 8-man tag match was made. The tag match was a long one, stretching across 2 breaks. The heels took turn isolating Del Toro and Wild before a hot tag to Mysterio sparked a babyface comeback. Before he could score a win for his team with a top rope splash, Morgan pulled Dom out of the way and was the spied heel executed a magistral cradle for the win. Ripley and Priest broke up the match, beat down their rival and sent a message to them. I thought, this is a perfect go-home angles, heels being heels and faces getting a bit of revenge at the end. I thought this all worked really nicely and can't wait for that match. 7 out of 10. Before the rivalry between Damage Control and Pure Fusion Collective wrote its latest chapter on Monday when Io Sky and Kairi Sane defeated Baszler and Stark in the tag team action thanks to a well-timed assist for returning Vega. Avenging a backstage stop by Baszler, Stark and DeVille, Vega laid out the Pride Fighter, fighting her from interfering on behalf of her teammates. Sane and Sky took advantage, with Former delivering the insane able for the victory. A good match that continued with what has been a renewed emphasis on the women's tag division that's been, underused. To follow up an important, especially if it pertains to any sort of loose breakup between Vega and Damage Control, but the more action we get across both shows, the better. 6 out of 10. Before Drew McIntyre hit the ring for one last promo before his leather strap match against Punk on Saturday, he talked about destroying the straight edge superstar and said it's ironic that 50% of cheated junk on his bracelet and his wrist causes so much drama because the strap is around his other wrist will be Punk's downfall. This brought out the babyface for a brawl and are ultimately broken up by security, but will not before Punk unloaded on them with the strap. This is a perfectly acceptable go-home segment between these two. It just felt like a placeholder before we get to the actual match. We know the story, we've seen it them brawl. It's the time to write the latest chats in the feud, and hopefully in a match that is even better than their already impressive SummerSlam encounter. Before in the Intercontinental Championship #1 and Contenders Triple Threat match, we saw Kofi Kingston, Jey Uso and Karrion Kross battling to see who would advance. A fast-paced contest culminated with Uso clutching Kross with a spear to pick up the victory and advance in the tournament for a shot at the unstoppable Bron Breakker. Uso would have been the favourite to win given his star power, but there have been questionable creative decisions around him over the past few months, so it would be not surprising to see him knocked out. Regardless, Uso remains a mega over and is a good choice to roll with as a contender for Breakker, and that'd be a really interesting match. Not opposed to it at all. 7 out of 10. Ahead of his World Heavyweight Championship match against Gunther at Bashinberlin, Orton took to the ring to express the importance of the contest. He recalled the demons he faced and was the significance of the world title to him. He was the youngest to hold it, and a decade ago he unified it with the WWE Championship. In Berlin, he will be battling for the right to move in second place in terms of all-time world title reigns. This is the best version of Orton we've seen. His ability to step back and appreciate his career for what it is, one of the best ever, connects with the audience because he is real and can use experience to tell stories. He did the great here, enhancing the quality of the match and the gravity of it too. Next up on Raw, we had two big men going at it, Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman. Anything inconclusive as the monstrous big men brawled out the arena through the backstage area and into the parking area, having caused chaos and damage everywhere. They fought around the car with Strowman choked down his opponent on the vehicle and tossing him around it. Reed then recovered and drowned the monster and unman with a pipe, and then delivered his best tsunami yet, crashing the big man through the roof of the car and exploding the windows on it. This was another in a series of star-making angles for Reed, who's hot as any heel on the show right now, and someone who will ultimately end up winning fans over as he continues to unleash hell as he has done since the attack on Rollins. It was made even more impressive by someone of the calibre of Strowman here. I thought this was a really good segment even if we didn't get results. 7 out of 10. The Miz then took on Xavier Woods, who took on Pete Dunne in the second qualifier match. Much was made of Woods' lack of singles title in his WWE career, but it's not the long-time tag team specialist who earned the victory. Instead it was a Bruiseweight who broke up the referee's count following Woods' top rope elbow, tossed into the floor and delivered bitter end on the Miz to win. This is a much better match thanks than the first three-way, thanks to the chemistry of those involved. The reversals and counters were more fluid, the spots were more fun, and the finish was clever, with Dunne taking advantage of the rules. Again, Woods fell just short, proving he could likely succeed on his own, something that will prove interesting as this New Day breakup angle continues on. Intrigued to see where it goes, and also pleased for Pete Dunne to get a booking opportunity like this as well. 7 out of 10. Before the main event of Raw, Bo Dallas' last match WWE came in November 2019 in a tag contest that included Chad Gable. Monday, Dallas assumed the guise of Uncle Howdy, leader of the Wyatt Six, and squared off with Gallus in a match. In interference from Nia and the Creed brothers, Lay kept Gable in the match. Loomis, Gacy and Rowan appeared, fending off the heels and allowing Howdy to secure the victory with sister Abigail. The match was quite good, especially considering Howdy had not competed on television in just under 5 years. He had the unenviable task of keeping up with a workhorse Gable who can out-wrestle anyone but never appeared outmatched. The emotion in the man under the mask incorporates everything that's kind of been with like Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, etc., etc., and it is evident. His performance for those who came for him makes it watching interesting viewing, and I think he did really well here, and yeah, still very intrigued to see where it all progresses to. So yeah, I thought this was a really strong ending to Raw. Still many questions to it, guys, but for a debut I thought it was pretty strong stuff. The character feels right at the moment, and gets 7 out of 10 from me. Overall, Monday Night Raw out of 10 gets 7 out of 10 for me. Yeah, really good episode of Raw this week, I feel. The main event was great and lots of intriguing matches throughout the card as well. So yeah, I thought strong episode of Raw, and definitely intrigued to see where all this Uncle Howdy stuff is going, and the Bashinberlin card looks interesting too. For this video, thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.